G'day, and thanks for dropping in. The communities under St. Paul's care had a keen expectation and anticipation of the coming of Christ. To start with, they believed that the second coming of Christ would be in their own lifetimes. This was both true and untrue, and we'll look at this truth and untruth today. They didn't realise that this was the very first page, not where the storyline would end. Paul's writings would have become the first in many pages of a long Christian story. The people in these communities, entrusted to the care of Paul, expected Christ to come in their lifetime. And they were right. Indeed, elsewhere in St. Paul's writings we can hear him pass on the greetings of Christ, and in today's reading he says that they share in the glory of Christ already. If Christ had not come to them, it would be impossible for him, through his grace, to give comfort, hope and strength in the way that St. Paul says he does. That being said, the people in these communities were expecting the second coming of Christ and the judgment of the end times to happen in their own mortal lifetimes. In that sense, they were wrong. As the writings of St. Paul continue, you can see evidence of him helping these communities to understand that they're in it for the long haul. They realise they might not see the reign of Christ and the New Jerusalem with the same force or greater than they had seen or heard of the Roman Empire sweeping across their lands and taking control. Today, we as Christians sit between this same truth and untruth that the Gentile peoples dealt with. We have to acknowledge that Christ has come to us and is with us already, but at the same time we have to live with the end times in mind, acknowledge that there's probably a tomorrow of our faith. The words of encouragement that Paul gives us today are to take heart in the presence of God now, knowing that he is with us, but also not to live as if this is the last act of Christians we will do. In the Gospel, Jesus rebukes the scribes and Pharisees as being hypocrites who've got stuck in being presentable for the end times with the clean outside of cups and up-to-date tithes, but had forgotten the end to which their life points, which was their life as the glory of God. Today, let's consider the truth of the Lord who's already come to us. But let's also remember that the reign of God is yet to come. This is the supreme law which should govern our lives, the end to which we live, the salvation of our souls, both today and at the end of time.